They saying Gen Z is the hardest generation to work with. They saying we lazy. They saying our work ethic is trash. Like, what? I'm seeing all this and I'm like, you know what? Why not make my own little 10-minute, 15 video on this? But I hope everybody's doing well. Peace be upon everybody. Welcome back to another video. Um, when it comes to this topic, I'm gonna address a few points, my personal points, because some points that I've heard from the older generation, even in the work field, they weren't wrong, but I feel like they don't understand us enough. And I'm gonna dig deep into that as well. So I hope y'all enjoy this video and we about to get into it. And when it comes to us, our worth ethic and stuff like that, when it comes to us, you know, because I was born in 2002, and I feel like us, especially as Gen Z, we have to differentiate the different types of Gen Zs in Gen Z, if that makes sense. Because I feel like the Gen Zers that were born in 2006 and after are way different than the ones that were early Gen Zs. I think Gen Z starts what, 96, 97? Like that's the early Gen Zs, and I think it ends at what, 2003, you know? So me personally, I had a childhood. And I feel like the older generation, they try to put us in this box. Oh, all we do is grew up on our cell phones and devices and Siri. No, I grew up when the lights came on, everybody got to come inside. I remember walking in the Blockbuster when my auntie got married to my uncle when we visited Florida, because they got married in Florida. So when we visited Florida, I remember going in a Blockbuster. Yes, a Blockbuster. I think what they call like 2009, they got married in 2008. Yeah, I remember going in a Blockbuster. That was my first and last time going in a Blockbuster. And I remember, I forgot, I think my grandma or something had bought Chucky for my older cousins, and I was mad upset because I couldn't watch it. My Umi wouldn't let me watch it. So, like, I had a life before, so like the early Gen Zers, we had a life before social media, right? Like, we had a Walmart that was 24 hours. We had a Walmart that had fishes in there. Like, bro, we had a childhood before Steve Jobs, okay? So I just want to put that out there. So when it comes to a Gen Zer being in the workplace with other generations or older generations, I'm going to say, and I'm speaking from my personal experience. Number one, when y'all say y'all are hiring, y'all are not hiring, bro. Why is it taking so long just to get hired nowadays, bro? You know, when you on Indeed or what's the other one? LinkedIn, whatever it's called. Why is the hiring process taking longer than usual? Sometimes they won't even hire you. Yes, I experienced it as well. I experienced a lot of weird stuff in the workforce. For example, I was at this warehouse called GA Foods. I was 18 years old. That was like my first ever like actual like direct deposit job. Before that, I was working in them third world companies. You know how it be when you a teenager. You got to cash in your check, stuff like that. Yeah, but this is my first direct deposit. Like when Friday hit, this is coming in my check. When they asking the older generation, like I'm seeing them and they asking how old I am, I'm like, I'm 18. They started treating me very, very differently. To a sense of like they would try to little boy me because I'm younger. And I wouldn't say anything because this is what a lot of us Gen Zers are trying to say. Like, y'all are intimidated by us that we are so young and we work in, you know, even to the people that's working in the corporate jobs, you know, like myself now, you know, shout out to my corporate Negroes, you know. We doing it at this young age, and that's what makes them intimidated. Because it's like, dang, like, oh, he's this young, he like, yeah. And my thing was like, how are y'all so intimidated by me? But we all making the same $9 an hour. Yes, we were making $9 an hour, bro. Package handling from what, 7 to 5. One time I did an 11 to an 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. just to get $9 an hour, bro. Are you kidding me, bro? And this is the thing with us as Gen Zers. We understand, like, We're not about to be underpaid and y'all gonna try to overwork us, bro. We are not y'all slaves, is what we trying to say. Like, y'all are really slaves to y'all jobs, bro. Yes, we understand that, oh, work hard, you gonna get to where you gonna get to, but I got a slave. I got a slave, bro. So I gotta work twice as hard just to be twice as underpaid. That's what us as Gen Z is trying to get at to y'all and trying to show y'all. Like, these companies don't even care about y'all, but y'all are really going this hard over these jobs, bro. So this was my first ever corporate job. I'm gonna tell you a little story time. So this is my first ever corporate job. I'm 21 years old. There's other people in there that are way older than me, probably like 5, 6 years older than me, but they was making it, even then, they were making it seem like I was so younger than them, and I was like the youngest boy at the job. I'm 21 years old. So I'm seeing other like workers in there that practice a religion, and they can come in there and talk to the, the youth and stuff like that. So I was working there for like, it was like after 3 months you could get request PTO. And I did that, and they said, oh, you got to do it 2 weeks before. I was like, huh? And in the reason for request, whatever, I put religious purposes. And another coworker of mine's, he was a boy's boy. He was like 26, 27. And he went up to my supervisor, which was a man. He was older. He was probably like in his mid-30s. He went up to him and said, hey, how would you feel if I requested PTO for tomorrow because I got to take my daughter to her doctor's appointment? This is what kind of blew me. He said, sure, shook his hand. My situation, it showed me everything I needed to know. And I had made a video talking about that situation, and people in the comments were saying, oh, you could have sued them, I didn't even have to, because the law is always in control. I left that job that September 2023, literally a year late, like 6-7 months later, they get shut down because one of the, sadly, one of the youth in the facility had passed away. So I guess they had to get shut down. See how that works? See how a law works. And my condolences to the little girl that passed away. But yeah, this is what happens when you treat people unfairly, bro. And that's what they was doing. Even I wasn't the only one being treated unfairly. Even the youth were being treated unfairly, to the point where they would file complaints and stuff like that, and nobody would get back to them. And then they would get on me because, I'm staff and, I'm taking care of them, from my shift being. They upset with me, and I'm like, yo, like, if it was me, I would have been changed y'all situations, But I'm not the shift leader. I'm not, you feel me? I'm only here for the 12 hours of my day, and then I'm going home. So it's like there's only so much I can do for y'all. But when it comes to Gen Z and our work ethic, and I'm hearing them ramble, but at the same time, it's like they aren't taking accountability themselves. Like, why do y'all treat us unfairly when you find out that we are Gen Z workers? Why, when we try to apply for jobs, y'all take months to hire? Why do y'all think that all we do at work is just play on our phones and stuff like that? I just feel like a lot of this stuff is stereotypical based. And don't get me wrong, like I said before, a lot of their points were right. But I feel like a lot of it is stereotypical based because all it takes is a conversation to get to know somebody, But it's just weird how a lot of us aren't getting hired. Like, all because we're Gen Z, a lot of Gen Zs aren't getting hired, bro. One thing I do wish is that the older generation try to understand us a little bit more instead of trying to stereotype us and put us in this box, which every generation does. Like, they do this. So, but our thing is, we're not about to be paid this much while y'all sending billions and billions of dollars to other places. Inflation is high right now. Gas is high right now. Like, we in a whole recession, and y'all complaining about our worth ethic. We're in a whole recession, bro. The US dollar's dying. Like, but you want us to come into work on time and clock in, and y'all want us to work hard, right? 2024, you need at least 2 sources of income, bro. You need it. Like, that's a need. You have to have that. And the older generation, like, they think, oh, we just on some trying to get rich. No, we don't want to work. A lot of us don't like working, bro. even y'all, the older generation, y'all don't even like working, but oh, it pays the bills. So like they're just okay with just working at these jobs for 20, 30 years, bro. And don't get me wrong, if you love your job, you love your job, bro. But us Gen Zers, like we just want to live free, bro. Like I said in the previous episode, I want to be psychologically free. That's it. Financial freedom, man, it's cool, but I don't sweat it as much as my generation does. Like y'all, like my generation, we sweat financial freedom so much to the point to where we forget about other things as well that we would want to pass down to our bloodline. And I thought that's something we gotta change a little bit, but I feel like the older generation, they gotta stop trying to put us in this box of, oh, we're lazy, we don't come into work on time and stuff like that. Like one thing about me, bro, and I ain't gonna lie, like if I'm not coming in, I'm not coming in. And y'all see the message. I don't care what anybody say, bro. Your phone is a part of you now. Like a homie of mine said that. Like your phone is a part of you now. Like some people, if they don't have their phone on them, they snap, with my phone at? Like they gonna throw a whole fit. Your phone is a part of you, bro. You see the message is what I'm trying to say. Y'all see it. I'm not coming in today because this, and this. Okay. Right? It's like in most of my jobs, y'all, it was always a hassle to call off. It was always such a hassle. Oh, what's your reasoning? You need an excuse. Why do I need an excuse to not come into work? What if like what? And I don't know, maybe that's just such a Gen Z thing to say, bro. But if I'm not coming into work, I'm not coming into work. Like I don't be sweating jobs, bro. Like I always get a new one, bro, and that's from Allah, you know. And that's not even trying to be cocky or nothing, but that's from Allah. Allah always helps me, always. But yeah, like I don't understand that as well. Like yo, why when we gotta call out, we gotta have a reason. I forgot what else. It has to be like an hour, or one of my jobs, like, you have to call off like an hour, 2 hours before the work shift. I'm like, bro, I would do that too. And they would still do that. Oh, what's your reasoning though? I'm on my Eric Cartman flow, y'all. Mental health day, y'all. Eric Cartman was mad funny, bro, for making that up. A mental health day. That is so funny, but it's real though, bro. Like, I can't have a job. This is literally what we as Gen Zers are trying to say to the older generation. Y'all be having these jobs stressing y'all out, ruining y'all mental health, bro. If the job is draining you, leave, bro. I promise y'all, bro. Depending on your situation, there's always something better out here. And for all my people that say, yeah, I'm about to quit. Yeah. No. Nah. Before you leave that job, bro, have at least another one in line so you won't be jobless for a couple months or whatever, bro. Because once you leave a job, they're not hiring, bro. I'm telling y'all, these jobs don't be hiring, bro. For example, I applied for Dunkin' probably like the end of my senior year. I started working at Dunkin' the end of 2020, bro. I applied to that same Dunkin' that I'm talking about, March 2020. COVID hit, yeah. But people are still working during COVID. I'm like, damn, y'all, what? And then when I'm doing the interview, he's like, oh, what made y'all want to work for us? I seen that y'all were hiring, bro. Especially in the I'm going to keep it a buck, in the fast food places. Y'all little HRs, H&Rs, whatever, right? Little shift leader, supervisors, whatever. When you're interviewing someone that wants to apply for the job or whatever, if you ask them what makes you want to work here, like that, what type of question is that, y'all? We hiring. And then when it comes to these fast food places, depending on the type of person that you are, you're not staying there for long, bro. I only stayed at that Dunkin' for what, like 3-4 months, bro. And he asked me, he said, oh, what made you want to work here? I said, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Y'all said y'all were hiring. I kept it honest with him. He said, oh, what was the other question? He said, do you see yourself being here for a long time or a short time? I said, for a short time because I am a college student. They still don't care about that, bro. They don't care that you're a college student. They just want you to come in and work and be on that time sheet. I made a promise to myself, bro, at 18 years old, I can't be a slave to no job, no time sheet. You know, one thing that I made a promise to myself is Your net worth and you as a person are two different things, and people have a hard time separating the two. And I'm gonna say that again. Your net worth and you as a person are very two different things, y'all. So I promised myself at 18, like, yo, I'm gonna be a somebody. Like, I made a tweet down, yo, I'm gonna be a somebody someday. And since I made that tweet, things been going my way. All the praise be to Allah, alhamdulillah. But nah, I just feel like it's about time that the older generation really starts to realize what we seeing. Because there's no way I'm working 12-hour shifts and I'm making $9 an hour at 18 years old. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for that, because there's some people that'll be, oh, $9 an hour, oh snap. But come on now. Come on. I can't live this way. The average American makes $49,000 a year, $50,000 a year. And then you gotta make what, 2-3 times more for rent? If you making $49,000 a year, your rent should be $1,000. What they said, $1,001, something like that. Like, what? Like, no way we supposed to be living like this. This is what we trying to say to the older generation. Like, now that we adults and stuff like that, we in our early 20s. The early Gen Zers, we like, because the other Gen Zs are still in high school, middle school, and stuff like that. The early Gen Zers, the 96 to 03ers, we on some no way. This is life, bro. No way. So y'all calling us lazy. We look at our phones too much. Y'all just saying all the bad things. What about the good things, yo? And I went in the comments and I seen some, oh yeah, I like working with Gen Z. They make work fun. Or when they call off, I laugh, because when they don't come in, we not coming in. Bro, my generation funny, man. I don't care what anybody say, bro. I know a lot of people be saying, oh, I wish I was born in the 80s and 90s. Me, sometimes I be thinking that, but it's like, nah. We got DoorDash. We got Teslas. We got, man, Gen Z, we fun, man. We fun. We don't be clocking in at work. We got content creation going on. Like, man, Gen Z lit, bro. I don't care what anybody say, bro. But older generation, it's about time that we start looking into our shoes, because we tired of looking into y'all's, because we just view y'all as like slaves to y'all jobs, bro. And I'm gonna keep saying that. And if it offends you, oh well. But no disrespect to the older generation at all, bro. But we can't be slaves to our jobs, bro. For example, I have a homie of mine, right? He's been working at Amazon for like 2 to 3 years, bro. And now that he's on his 3rd year, they just gave him a raise. He already been working there for 2 years. What do you mean you're just now giving him a raise? What? Like, it's crazy, bro. It's honestly crazy. Even money to put up for a house. It's crazy. In my generation, yes. For all my generation, Gen Zers that like these high expensive brand designer clothes and stuff like that, that same amount of money that you spend for those Amiris, you could put that up for a car now. You can put that up for a house now, bro. Spending $2,000 on a pair of jeans, $1,200 on a pair of jeans, you can put that up for a car, bro. Like, my cousin Sadiq, he had told me when he was working at a warehouse, he said that somebody came to work in a Moncler. Anybody who know what a Moncler is, a Moncler coat, like, that's an expensive behind coat. He said he got a Moncler coat on, but he walking to work. I'm just like, free my Gen Z, man, But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Share it with whoever. It's about time us generations throughout get to understand us more, and us as Gen Z, we have to take time to understand them more. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Share with whoever, share with a friend. And we gone. Peace. Gen Z is not lazy. We just refuse to be underpaid and y'all try to overwork us. We refuse that. But we going though. Peace.